most people know that making comments or judgments about a person's race or a person's gender or their sexual preference is not cool. It's unacceptable. But there is one area that still seems to be fair game out there for people to bring out the hater. The one thing that people can openly discriminate against, people's weight, someone that is overweight. Now, I think everyone remembers when I actually went undercover as a 350-pound woman, and I saw the discrimination firsthand. Well, Kylie says that she relates to the stares and all the comments that I got from strangers because she gets them every single day, especially from people that love her the most. So what type of things are people saying to you, Kylie?
Well, you know, Tyra, I'm 5'2", and I weigh 230 pounds. And when I go out into the world, people think that it's okay to openly discriminate against me. I walk around, strangers, people I don't know, even sometimes acquaintances make inappropriate comments about my weight that I really find offensive. Recently, I was pregnant, and I went for a walk for my health and my baby's health when I was 8 months pregnant, and I had somebody yell out the window to me, "Hey, fat ass, you need some exercise."
Wow, that's crazy. Kylie wanted us to see what an average day in her life is like. Check this out.
We gave Kylie a CVS video camera and asked her to document her struggle with food.
I'm going to share with you one of my fast food fatty tricks. After you've eaten part of something, like these french fries here, you take it back to the counter and you tell them that it's cold and they will give you some more. Come on, let's go. Now we got some fresh, new, hot, free fries to eat. Yay! Once I'm done eating, I would go through the drive-thru and hope that a different employee was working the drive-thru than working the counter, and I would order whatever else I wanted because I don't want these people to actually know how much I'm eating.
But for Kylie, fast food is only one part of the problem.
One thing I can say attributes to my weight is overeating. This is the beginning of the evening. I will be enjoying 2 dinners this evening, and we'll be sharing them with friends and family. We're about to eat dinner, and here's what we're eating. Steak, deep fried, and Ritz crackers, and lots of brie. That's what I like. So I just got to my next friend's house, and I'm about to go inside and see what there is to eat. It's garlic mashed potatoes, chicken, French bread, cantaloupe, and watermelon. One of the hardest things about being overweight is that you eat a lot of the times because you're sad and you're depressed and you're lonely. And then you feel like the reason why you're sad and depressed and lonely is because you're fat and nobody wants to hang out with you. I'm tired of being the lonely girl who hangs out with lasagna. I don't want to be that anymore.
That was really sad, Kylie. It was interesting to me because when you were first sitting on the couch and talking, you were talking about what other people call you and how it hurts of how other people judge you. But it's you also feel a certain way about yourself.
I do. You really carry those feelings with you, and it's so hard to look at something like that because you see your body in the image, your body image in the mirror, but to see it on camera is like a whole nother thing. And I think that when people tell you that all of your life, that you kind of take it in, and then you think that way about yourself too.
You said that the strangers on the street say things to you, stare at you, but there's somebody very close to you that you love that hurts you more than anybody else.
My boyfriend. He makes a lot of comments about my weight, and he lets other people make comments about my weight. And when I try to talk to him and tell him that that's hurtful to me, he just kind of thinks it's a joke. He doesn't take it seriously.
And I heard that he says that you're lucky. What does that mean?
He says that I'm lucky to be with him, that I'm fat, and that I should feel lucky to be with him because he could go out and he could get a beautiful woman, or he says a bad bitch, and that I should feel that he's lucky, that I'm lucky that he wants to be with me.
Okay, and why do you stay with him if he's saying such bad things to you?
When he says those things, I feel like at this point that I have been so tore down that if I go out there and I get somebody, I can't get somebody else. I hear his friends' comments and I hear his comments, and then I think, well, if this is what these people think, nobody's going to want me, and I don't want to be alone.
Okay, and what's his name?
Quentin.
Okay, Quentin's here. Come on out, Quentin.
What's up with it?
So, Quentin, Kylie was saying that, you know, the whole world says negative things to her. The other day, she's walking down the street and this guy yells out the most ridiculous, crazy, mean things about her weight. And she says that hurts, but what hurts more is what you say and how you treat her because of her weight.
Well, I mean, I don't really try to say bad things towards her to hurt her feelings. But, you know what I mean? I don't want to lie to her. You know what I mean? I don't want to go out there and mess with somebody else instead of her just going to the gym and try to get herself together. Now, I love her for who she is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we got a son together, and I want her to get her, you know, her act right, try to get her weight loss. You know what I'm saying?
But what about when you ask him about when he says that he can get somebody else?
I just don't understand, like, if you think that my weight is such a problem and that you could get a bad bitch, why is it that you continue to stay like, why do you want to be with me if you're so embarrassed by my image? I'm
not embarrassed by your image. I love who you are. But at the same time, you don't want to make no effort to try to lose your weight. You're not very healthy like that. You know what I mean? You can't even eat a steak past 12 o'clock without throwing up. You're unhealthy.
But what if I'm comfortable with my own image? Like,
I mean, that's on you. I mean, I would rather tell you how it is instead of go out there and cheat on you with the next bot or skank or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do that.
So that's my options. Either I lose weight or you cheat on me. That's like not really too cool to say to somebody.
I mean, that's just how it is.
But Quentin, but you tell her that you can get another woman.
I mean, I don't be trying to tell her that or whatever, but I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not going to lie to her. You know, I'm still kind of young. She's like 26, about to be 26. I'm only 22 years old.
He's serious.
I'm serious.
Do you think that is okay?
I mean,
to tell your woman that you can get somebody else?
Nah, it's not okay.
Are you attracted to women that have low self-esteem?
No, I don't discriminate at all. You feel me?
Okay. Kylie, when you're nude, what does Quentin tell you when you're walking around nude?
He does things like he'll grab this part of my arm and he'll be like, you know, if you just pull this back right here, then you would be real skinny if you just look at how skinny this is. Or like right after I had the baby, I would be walking around the house nude and he'd be like, you know, that's not really attractive. I don't really like to see your spare tire like that.
I think you put it on kind of thick now.
That's the truth.
Is she telling the truth, Quentin? Yes?
A little bit, but not. I mean, she kind of put it on kind of thick. You feel me? Yeah.
So why are you with her if she's unattractive? You don't want to see her walk around.
I'm unattracted to her. She's attracted to me. I just want her. She always say herself, like, I want to be slim. I mean, I want to be trim like all the other females, but she don't want to put no effort into doing it. You know what I mean? She just kind of sit there and kind of eat it and whine about it instead of trying to get herself together and trying to go to, you know, many times I go to the gym and she don't want to go to the gym.
What type of names does he call you, Kylie?
He calls me his ham hock, which is really insulting. And he thinks it's like cute and funny, and he like when we go out into public for the last 2 years, people refer to me as the fat white bitch. And like you know, there's not really any effort to correct that or like, you know, to say it's not really too cool.
All right, we'll be right back.
Up next.
Mr. Quentin, you really have some nerve. You calling her fat is ugly. That makes you ugly, mister.
And later.
I'm
5 feet tall, 87 pounds.
I know that you have two friends that really bother you a lot about being so small.
Stand up. Come on, girl. Stand up. Let's put her out there. Put the bones out there.
The TYRA Show website got a makeover. There's new features for beauty and fashions and web-exclusive clips you will not see on the show.
Aren't you super cool? You came to the website.
Go to TYRAShow.com now.
Overweight and dealing with her food issues, the last thing she needs is the constant criticism of her boyfriend, and later we're going to find out her family. So what does your family say about your weight?
Well, my mom, she's always asking me, why don't you get a gastric bypass? Or why don't you, now that they've came out with the lap band, why don't you get the lap band? And, you know, they just say things to me like, you're the prettiest of all of my daughters, but you need to lose some weight. And there's always that disqualifier, like backhanded comments. You're the prettiest, but. And I wish I could be the prettiest now, the way that I am.
And tell me about, you have a sister and you are very similar to your sister. You guys favor each other a lot, but there's a difference.
I do. I have a little sister named Sarah, and all of my life she has been referred to as my Jenny Craig commercial because we look exactly alike except for she's thin.
Except for she's thin. Do you ever have any type of jealousy? Is she favored in the family
I
at all?
do. You know, my sister Sarah, she has like beautiful friends and people invite her out to do things, and her boyfriend pays for all of her life and all of these things, and I get really jealous of her because I feel like that she's afforded those opportunities because she's thin and I'm not.
Kylie's mom Cindy and her sister Sarah are here, so come on out.